Hello and welcome fellow sports lovers. My name is Jack. And today, we are talking about Liverpool's new number 23, Luis Diaz. In all of the January discussion surrounding Liverpool's front three and what might transpire in the future, Luis Diaz came out of Porto obscurity to sign for the Reds for a €45 million fee. The Colombian wing wizard has wasted no time in settling into his new team, which just so happens to be one of the greatest club teams in the world, stealing the show nearly every time he plays. Here is our analysis of Luis Diaz's start to life at Liverpool, and why he's perfect for the Reds. Liverpool's front row. Despite the vast array of talent Liverpool have in their attack, the consensus among the wider football community was that Jurgen Klopp and co. needed to consider their striking options not for the present, but for the future. The legendary triad of Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino are all out of contract at the end of the 2022-23 season, and there's a very real scenario that all three could depart the club by the time the summer of 2023 rolls around. Diogo Jota has been firing on all cylinders since arrival from Wolves in 2020 and has perfectly exemplified the club's high-pressing system. But others like Takumi Minamino haven't worked out to the same extent, and reinforcements are evidently needed to bolster their attack in preparation for the inevitable. As a result, we identified potential solutions to this dilemma during the January transfer window, even mentioning Luis Diaz's name in our discussion over who could be the Reds' Sadio Mane replacement. Jurgen Klopp agreed, and played his part in securing the signature of the rapid Colombian before the window shut close. What we have since come to realize since Diaz's signing is that not only is he an excellent Sadio Mane replacement, but he can play anywhere in the front line and fulfill different roles when required. Instead of scouring the market for three new attackers, they've potentially found a 3-in-1 deal in Diaz. Player profile. A high-pressing, mobile, energetic sprinter, Luis Diaz perfectly fits into Liverpool's intense style of play. He's practically a carbon copy of Sadio Mane in so many ways, from defensive work effort all the way to raw running power and dynamic dribbling. Starting with his defensive side of the game, Diaz is an absolute warrior. He's quick to race back in defensive transitions, and he's never afraid to put a foot in and win back possession for his team. A combative 1v1 battler in an attacking sense, the Colombian holds his own magnificently when going the other way. He's won 1.03 tackles per 90 so far at Liverpool, and his pressure success is up to 45.5%. The Colombian has also completed 8.28 pressures in the attacking third, and 1.72 blocks per 90 since his arrival, vastly outdoing Mane and Salah's average numbers over the course of the season. Having just 3 Premier League matches under his belt makes for an incredibly small sample size, but it's undeniable that his start to life at Liverpool has been incredibly impressive. And not just for what he's done from a defensive perspective. Diaz not only looks similar to Mane in defensive work rate, but also in attacking quality and intent. Like Mane, his finishing boots aren't screwed on quite right, but he still finds the back of the net with relative regularity. His 14 goals in 18 matches during his final few months as a Porto player in Liga number speaks for itself, and was a big reason why the Reds went in for the wing wizard. Since joining Jurgen Klopp's team, Diaz has bagged just 1 goal in 6 matches across all competitions. But his attacking intent is uber impressive, highlighted by his desire to take shots and make his way into the penalty area. The Liverpool man has hit the target with 41.9% of his shots so far, while also leading the way with both total shots and shots on target per 90 with 4.12 and 1.72 respectively. His XG, goal total and goals per shot ratio could all improve, showcasing Diaz to not be the most proficient in front of goal. This is certainly the one thing they needed to knock off with their Mane replacement, but we're only 3 games in, and the 25-year-old will improve. That much is obvious, given that his energy and willingness to shoot are still important qualities that can create great opportunities for Liverpool to have just one more dangerous engine in their attack. In fact, in giving the Reds more options, he's even pushed Sadio Mane into a centre-forward role, and made the life of Diogo Jota incredibly difficult since his arrival. If you want to know more about Luis Diaz, watch Part 2. We will talk about his dynamic, and where he fits in at Liverpool. Thanks for sticking around so long. Please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to our channel.